Okay, so this one's rather strange because there's still some information that needs to go off of. So the observable universe is 7 trillion light years in diameter. However, though, there have been some people claiming that the unobservable universe is at least another 23 trillion light years. So basically what that means is, what we don't see, what's beyond the observable universe. Well, as of right now, we know that the universe has gone to 7 trillion light years because that's what we've analyzed. But if we are to say that the observable or the unobservable universe, the rest of the universe is infinite because energy keeps going, even if you want to argue it slows down at some point, and then there's other universes you could argue. But let's just say that the universe itself is at least 30 trillion light years based on what we claim to know so far. Well, there's no doubt that obviously the universe is bigger than 7 trillion light years because, we can see past that. We haven't seen an end. There's no reason to assume that that's the end of it. So could it be 30? Could it be 30 trillion light years? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That would just be another 23 trillion light years we haven't seen. So that's basically I want to say it's a decimal, 3.33 or somewhere around there, times bigger than what we're analyzing right now. So pretty close. But anyways, somewhere around there. But 30 trillion light years, we can basically assume that for every 7 trillion light years, there's anywhere between 6 to 20 trillion galaxies within that 7 trillion. So if you wanted to take that times that by 3 times 3, and then basically you'd have like an estimation of what you have already. Or better yet, maybe 4 times. Yeah, because basically, no, take that and times it by like 4 times point something. I got to figure out whatever that 0.2% is, but whatever the case is. So 30 trillion galaxies, you would have that based on what we know so far about how galaxies are close. If we were to go based on 7 trillion and you were to divide that by 6 to 20 galaxies, or 6 to 20 trillion galaxies per light year, that basically just means that there's 1 to 3 galaxies per light year. That's how close they really are. And that sounds kind of contradicting in a way, because how does a galaxy like that close when there's so many of them? It really just goes to show you everything's cluttered together somehow, one way or another. But 1 light year is still an astronomical distance. It's like 5.88 trillion miles. So, I do believe the observable universe. I wouldn't be surprised what we've seen. We probably have more data on record that they can prove, but they haven't released it yet. So that's like 30 trillion light years at least, because they've considered it. But as of right now, it's 7 trillion light years based on what we've seen. And I wouldn't be surprised it's infinite because, again, the dark matter laws and what we understand it as, the faster something goes in space, it seems to pick up even more, because we've seen that there's things faster than the speed of light. You look at gravity and acceleration laws and like black holes, for example, where gravity collapses on itself, creates new dimensions, probably sends it to a higher dimension. I wouldn't be surprised. So to say the universe has got an end, I don't think so. I think it keeps going, and it just gets even more bizarre and strange the further out you go. So something to think about.